Alright, hello, good morning everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today we are jumping back into Age of Wonders 4. Last time we were on a bit of a tight schedule, and we left off in the middle of a large combat here, so we are going to try to finish this one off. Let's see, but do believe we have already, I think we've already gone this turn. We do have spells left if needed. Don't know if I need to do anything with them. A little nervous about this guy. This guy's a tier 5 unit. This guy's one of the strongest units. Can he kill this guy in one hit? No, I don't think so. Alright, because I could cast Mark of Invulnerability on someone and make them invuln for one turn, but I think I don't need to, so I'm gonna end my turn here. Alright, those are summoned spiders, so if they die, it's not the end of the world. Oh, he got frozen. Another one got frozen. Nice. Another one got frozen? Oh my god. Where's this free... Dude, I gotta double check where this freeze chance is coming from. Like, what is going on? For the Liege, Grace... Stacked up to 5, bolster defense. Because I remember when I played in the multiplayer game, I was playing the primals, like the mammoth primal, and I would accidentally freeze stuff all the time. I don't even remember what I'm doing to freeze things right now. Hey, Mugachad. Hey, Evelyn. How you doing? Just double checking that we're good on everything. Okay. There's also Underground Society, which is kind of broken if you manage to pull off a good underground start. I've tried in you know, on my own time, various underground starts numerous times. Have not had any major success with that. Because what is it? The Primal Spider Society, they start underground with a bunch of bonuses. And I've tried to use that, but I haven't yet been able to really pull it off. Like I could pull it off and it'd be functional, but not pull it off and it'd be, like, hugely successful, is what I mean. Okay, that thing is gone. Yeah, frozen, resisted, bleeding, resisted. Yeah, so they're trying to, like, freeze on attack, which is pretty wild. Yeah, 30% chance of frozen and 60% chance of bleeding. Let's see. Okay, that thing's done. Bone Wyvern can finish that off. Summoned wargs, they're only here for 2 more turns. Summoned spiders, same thing. So we could be reckless with those. Animated shield bash, stunned that guy, nice. Leash guard can finish these dudes. Knight. Oh, Control Z that movement. Alright. I was just trying to back up to get a little bit of a charge. Archers can take that dude out. This dude... No one really needs healing near him, so we could just zap something. Nomer says, have a question about yours too. Yeah, what's up? Do you know where the spiders for the achievement Expert Exterminator is? Off the top of my head, I can't remember that achievement. I'm gonna tell you what I would do for that is wiki it. /wiki space expert exterminator, and you'll probably find info from other people on that. Yeah, sorry, I just not one that I remember. Let's see. Oh, they're starting to get the routing symbol. They want to leave, chat. They want to go. See, can the lightning reach from here? Yeah, they can. All right, let's do heal on those, and then throw lightning at that. There's a guide spider by spider on the wiki. Oh, there you go. Alright, so at this point, many of them are trying to leave, and we're trying to pick off what we can. see. Oh, another frozen. Nice. Actually, hold on. No, that doesn't really work. Okay, cancel that. Cancel that. Alright, another one of the T5s down. Could end the battle immediately, but gonna see what we can still pick off. That was a good charge. Debuff him. Easier to hit him now. Get a couple shots off. Obelisk smash. Age of Wonders. Hey, Bombjas! What's up, dude? Alright, that's fine. We're playing the campaign that came out with Giant Kings. When I played with you guys, that was like my first time jumping back into the game since like 4 of their DLCs ago, so I'm trying out some of their DLC maps. This is also my first time playing Aristocracy. I like the units. I'm not a huge fan of Aristocracy. Having to make sure that I've got the right units made from the right city with the right ruler and the right army is just kind of annoying. So if I play Aristocracy again, I'd probably play the other option. After this one, I still need to try out the campaign that came out with the Ways of War and the one that came out with Primals. Oh, wait, Control Z. There's one over here. I think there's just one left. Is that the last one? That was the last one. Nice. Alright, there we go. No losses. I like how it says it was just 5 dudes. That was not 5 dudes. That was a lot more than 5 dudes. There we go. There we go. If you want an easier time, if you go summoning Aristocracy, funny enough, because if you summon the unit on the hero, it's automatically part of that hero's house. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I would say I do love summoning. You saw the game with you guys. I tried to do like an animal beast wars type of thing. The only thing that's annoying is when I've got a whole army that's like 48 speed, and then I summon a unit that's powerful, but it has 32 speed and it can't keep up and it slows the whole army down. And I'm like, dang it. Okay, what do we got here? Resistance, 40 movements, arrow windshields, celestial slaying lance. Okay, alright. Alright, so that gets rid of that nest. I'm trying to remember what we were doing here. Alright, so that is one last problem plaguing us. Okay. Do I have any more? Oh, the Prosperity Dragon thing finished. I can make my first one of these. Alright, start charging that up. Mystic summoning is probably my favorite culture. I love summoning. However, the times I've tried the Mystic culture have not really gone well. It's like I have a really rough early game with them. Like just their native units, I have a pretty rough time with. Order of the Glutton. You approach the Glutton's fane, built by the Archons long ago, and are greeted by chanting and a most foul odor. Peeking inside, you witness the mass of a cult who have built half a dozen piles of bone and flesh. At their center, a butcher ogre feeds a gluttonous Karag rotting corpses to empower it. Oh, okay, we saw this one once before. Okay. I got 4,000 mana. I'll burn some to get haste. Alright, Aftermath. So, let's see. Get some gold. Get some Imperium. Bunch of food to the local place. Butcher Ogre. Imperium, I guess. Speaking of, do I have anything here to do with it? Just for lack of something else to do. Okay. Let's see. Make your leader have Shepherd Ambition and go Tome of Evolution. Wyvern Fledglings with 100 plus HP carry the early game. 100 plus HP. You said ambition. I don't know if I can browse the ambitions right now. Let's see. Shepherd Ambition gives 20 HP passive to animals and elementals. Oh, okay. Got it. While army leader, all non-hero units, the army gave natural regen. What? I've never gotten this far. That's nutty. While army leader, all the non-hero units, the army gain base attacks have a 60% chance of inflicting disrupted. Yeah, imagine playing multiplayer and Fairlight bans Tome of Severing, and you just take this. All non-hero units gain, when below 60% health, gain more defense and resistance, and temp health. While army leader, all non-hero units gain 15% bonus damage, a chance to apply bleeding. While all non-hero units in the army gain a stack of Strengthened and Fortune for 3 turns when it uses an attack ability. Fortune is crit chance, right? Yeah. Grand Cascading. While army leader, all non-hero units in the army gain killing a unit deals 10 lightning damage to up to 2 other units within 2 hexes. Okay, definitely Grand Life Rune. Plus 30 HP. Maternal Rage. Whenever an allied unit dies, this unit gains Strengthened. Does not trigger for combat summons, towers, and siegecraft. And has natural regen. That's pretty neat. I've never gotten a level 16 giant. I like it. Alright. Where do we go for our next enemy? Where is our next enemy? Let's see. Let's look at the victory conditions. Free cities, that's still doing its thing. Military victory, we are number 1 right now. Defeat the remaining rulers. So Otto, Tanya, and Frosty. Or expansion. Need 16 more provinces. Build the beacons, light the beacons. I'm not sure which would be faster. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so let's go over to these guys. They're just kind of chilling at the moment. Let's see, which city... Oh, Blue does not have units from her own city. That is unfortunate. Which one? Oh, gosh. Okay, so her city looks like a phoenix or something? Okay, it's this one. See, Liege Guard, Bannerman currently. Alright, so... Defender, Banner. Okay, and this one can also expand. Can scoop up the Cursed Barrow. Grab that, of course. Alright, you can just chill. You just chill next to him. You just chill. This one is just exploring and setting up teleporters. Summon Prosperity Dragon is available now. Okay, where is you? Oh wait, no, that wasn't the spell, that was the research. Summon Rock Giant. That 32 speed though. Just get the thing that researches the fastest for now. I don't care about any of that. Ballista is done. Let's see, this is a city I took. So, let's do that, and then that. Caltrop's done. Grand Estate. Shipyard. Hold on, what was the other one we just looked at? This one. Casterian. Okay, battlements. Catapults. And then this one, Hall of Geomantic Resonance. That's done. That's done. Michaela's completed a major ambition. Okay, let's go from there. Tabbing out for just a second to test something here. Okay. Honestly, I was making sure that we were still live on the YouTube side. I haven't seen a single word in the chat over there. And I totally respect the quiet chatters. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't broken. I think it's good, though. Everything's showing up green. Alright, we're here. Thank you, Dumb Samurai. I appreciate that. Kindred Spirits. An ambassador of the Honorable Tuskman Council approaches you. He has a sheepish smile. My giant daddy. We of the Honorable Tuskman Council discovered you are interested in strengthening the diplomatic bonds with Safeward. The Honorable Tuskmen have a long shared history with the rodent artisans of Safeward. We would rejoice if you were to look favorably upon them. I intended to make them my vassal anyway. This will give you a race relation. Should I stay a glory seeker or change? Duelist, slay a hero, fearmonger, rout enemy units in battle. I think that'll be easier to do. Alright, safe ward. Alright, so I need to give them a stone. So let's withdraw that one and give these guys one. Although it looks like someone else is beating me to it. So spend some of that to jump ahead a little bit. You are live and I'm alive. Thanks, JP. Staves of Grace. Stone Skin. Let's do it for the fastest thing. Let's see. Right over here. Alright, what do I want these three to do? There's a neutral mob there I could go stomp. Could go over and take out Queen Fjorn. Okay, orders acquired. Just looking around with this one. Outpost founded. And I'm gonna make a teleporter for that one. This one is done. Beacon. Shipyard is done. Let's see. Fishmonger. Palisade walls are done. Let's build a watchtower there. Work camp. There's a bunch of really nice stuff there in the water, but I was making this purely to get the watchtower. And build some walls for it. Chivalton can expand. I haven't seen this game before. Does it play like Civ? I am told it is kind of like Civ plus Heroes of Might and Magic, if you were to make a comparison. Okay, let's see. Let's do Forester there. New Empire development skill available. Movement cost for friendly units in your domain is reduced by 2 points. That is pretty juicy. I'll take that. Negotiation successful with Dondel. Okay. Let's see. Where's the safe ward one that we were looking at? Already boosted during this diplomatic state. Alright, so I gotta wait on that some more. You're insulted. Yeah, whatever. Alright, end turn. You really want to grab all the NPC monsters and lose treasure on the map? Yeah, I've gotten most of it. Look how little red there is. I've taken out like all like the infestations and stuff. I think there's some stuff on this island no one's gotten, so I could like head down there. But we might be able to get to the expansion victory before that happens. If I attack the Butcher Ogres, that declares a war on Queen Fjorn, which is like a tiny little town next to me. And this is an evil faction. Yeah, attack. Okay. Alright, we'll crush these guys next. And you sit tight, you head over here. And you're meant to, let's see, what type of unit is that? That's a defender. Alright, so take this Liege Guard from a different house and swap those out. You chill. You chill. Stone Skin research is done. Let's do Leyline Focus. Oh, that's right. I wanted to check my enchants to see what I was doing that was freezing everything. It's not super growth. Magical wards, storm style, geomantic. Maybe it was geomantic crystallization. This is like your people get elemental effects based on the tile they're standing on. Maybe we were standing on some ice. Resonant blades. Yeah, that had to be it. We must have been standing on something and they channeled it. Okay. My first prosperity dragon. Very cool. Alright, we gotta put that in one of the armies now. Alright, Beacon of Valor. We can expand here. Requires 2 farms. Alright, there's one. Catapult Tower. Defender. Yep, we already did that. Watchtower. Yep, that outpost is done. You can expand here. Is there anything here we need? Grand Dwarf needs more foresters. Alright, forester. More importantly, it makes all your dudes count as elementals. I mean, I don't know that... I'm sure there's some niche things where that's a good thing. We basically tried out the elemental thing because I had not used it before. I think it's not going to be my favorite race transformation. Like, for example, Draconian gives your people regeneration every turn, which is insane. Arch says, hey Muck, question about the latest Guild Wars 2 reveal. They mentioned a new expansion. For some reason I remember they used a different term before Secrets in Janthia, or am I mistaken? I mean, they called them smaller expansions if you compare them to, like, Path of Fire, for example. Or yearly expansions. But no, they did say there is another expansion coming out after Janthia Wilds that they were going to announce later this year. Let's see. Alright, so... how do I want to do this? Let's take this archer out. Put the dragon in the main stack, just because I want to. Alright, so sieging the capital. And... actually, let's do, make onagers. Make catapults. Okay. And bring you over here. And bring you over here. Okay. And that'll be one less thing I have to worry about. Okay, and then the 3 units that are cooking here are going to join this army. So they can fall back. And then they'll be in the correct house. Leyline focus research is done. We can pick a new one. Oh, we can pick a new tome. Let's see. My favorite transformation is Whiteborn. All your dudes get lifesteal benefits and undead benefits. Yes, Whiteborn makes your whole race like undead. Yeah, that one I've tried before. Here's when Guy is chosen. All your units become plants. Is Gaia any good? I mean, it can be. There's lots of bonuses in the game related to plants. It's the Enchanted Bloom. Every turn, one province within or adjacent to the domain gain grassland and forest if on the surface, or fungus fields and mushroom forest if underground. Lose chasm, swamp, sand, snow, ice, ashlands, cavern floor, and blank. Provinces, while in this domain with grasslands, forest, fungus fields, or mushroom forest, will gain 2 food, 2 production, and 2 draft. I could take that. I'm using rivers. I don't think that's gonna conflict with rivers.